and welcome to Traditional Painting the Digital Way. This is where I use digital painting apps to teach traditional painting techniques. This is part 2 of my old Ranchgate series, and in this video we're going to finish all the final details and show you how to personalize it for a Christmas card. The app that I'm using is Infinite Painter for Android, and we're going to start by working on the gate and adding the snow. We want to go ahead and add kind of a light purple color here, and just go ahead and put it in the nooks and crannies that you think it would get snow in, and just go ahead and sort of make broken lines there. You don't want a continuous line, you want it to look broken and like there's clumps of snow on the posts and around at the foot of the posts, and you want it on the wire gate that you've got across there because you want it to look like it's fallen down into the snow there, and it might even be kind of frozen into the ground here. So you want to also go ahead and highlight the snow, so make sure that you have a lighter color than your underpainting. And you want to go ahead and add the tire tracks to the road, and just go ahead and add clumps across it, make it look like the tires have thrown up snow against the sides, and just kind of smudge those together and soften them. And if you're following along traditionally, you can use your number 8 filbert or number 6 flat, and just kind of smudge it with your finger because you want the snow to look soft here. We want it to get a really soft look, like it's just old clumps of snow right there. And then you want to go ahead and make the wire look like it's frozen. So I'm using a pen from the ink category in Infinite Painter, and just make kind of a broken line across your dark line that you've already got for the fence. Go ahead and do that for the old wire gate, and just kind of draw over the top of it because we want it to look like there's a coating of ice on the wire here. And do that on the other side too, and just make sure it's kind of a broken line. And then just go ahead and touch up places on the snow, make dark and light pockets of snow. Just, you kind of want to give the impression of clumps of snow there. And then now we want to put our sign on, and so I'm going to add a couple of little wires there on the top. And if you're following along traditionally, you can use a burnt umber color to make your sign, and probably number 6 flat, maybe add a little yellow ochre just to lighten it a little. And here I'm using the Leo brush and just smudging in the color just to make it look a little bit like the moonlight's hitting it, so that you can actually read the sign. And then you can write whatever you want to on it. Take a black dark color, make it look like it's been painted on with black paint or wood burned in. And if you want this to be a Christmas card, just go ahead and put Merry Christmas on it. If you want this to just be a regular winter picture, then you can put the name of the ranch, you can put your family name, just whatever you want to do there. And then go ahead and add some snow on the top of it, and kind of, since I wanted it to look like it was wood burned into the sign, I'm adding a little bit of snow around the letters and just kind of making it look like the snow has stuck in the cracks of the wood. And you can use the Leo brush for this if you're following along with Infinite Painter. If you're following along traditionally, you can actually use a number 3 round and just smudge it in with your finger, and that just kind of gives the snow its soft look and doesn't make it look like it's little lines that you've drawn on the picture. So that's how you can personalize it for Christmas, or just if it's your family picture, family ranch picture, you can put your name, just however you want to do that. And then here I want to go ahead and add a little bit more detail to the snow, and so I'm using kind of the airbrush category or the spray brush category, and using the Mirando brush, and you just add a little bit more darker shadows, and that gives the snow a little more texture and makes it look like it's on hollows and hills and things like that. And you can do that traditionally with your number 6 flat brush. Just add a thin glaze of purple. And I'm working a little bit on the moon there in the sky, just trying to correct a few minor mistakes there. And I want to go ahead and get rid of that smudge there that's on there, so I'm just using the background color, and I'm also brightening some of the stars. And you don't want to brighten all the stars, but just pick a few and make those look brighter, like they're maybe planets or something, like Venus or Mars. Just something to add a little more interest to the sky. And then I'm working on the edge of the moon, trying to smooth it out just a little bit there. And then you want to go ahead and just look around and see what else you need to fix. And I need to fix that little patch in the sky right there, so I just use the airbrush to cover that up. And then I want to go ahead and add a little bit of some interest to the snow. And I'm going to put some twiggy bushes in there, little strands of dead grass poking up, and you can use a dark gray color if you want to, and just kind of make little twiggy bushes sticking up out of the snow. And that gives the indication that there's vegetation, and explains what some of the lumps are that are under the snow there, and that just gives more interest to your painting. And you can use your script brush for this if you're following along traditionally. Then you can just go ahead and call this done. It's just a little simple painting, but it's a nice painting. And I went ahead and did one more thing. I just extended the road out just a little bit past the gate there, and with a little bit of a dark gray color. And then I decided that that was good enough. So you can make this your Christmas card. You can make this just a regular painting. Whatever you want to do, it's just kind of a fun little painting, and it makes a really interesting subject. So this is the end of my Ranch Gate series, and everybody stay tuned. I'll have a brand new painting coming up soon. So thanks everybody for watching. Thank you so much for your support. If you have any questions or suggestions about what you would like me to paint next, just leave them in the comments down below, and I will catch you later.